Alright guys, what is up? I gotta tell you guys how excited I am to do this little video real quick because this is something I've been hoping this company would do for a while and they finally did it. So, what do we have here? This is one of Bear Creek Arsenal's new bolt action AR compatible uppers, right? I know, you're like, what? But no, so yeah, Bear Creek came out with a bolt action upper. Now, before anybody says anything, because I have been posting this in some other places, and everybody's like, bolt action upper. Of course, Bear Creek would do something like that. They're the only one. Bear Creek's not the only one who's ever done one of these. United Precision is like the big, they're like the big dog in the game right now of bolt action AR type rifles. But theirs is a kind of proprietary design, and it's not the same as this. You also had Land Tack and a couple other straight pull type designs, but they're all either they're not really being made anymore, they're hard to find, they're hard to get, or they're expensive, right? So, a lot of people actually, it was a little trend for a while. They were making, a lot of people were making what they would call no gas ARs, right? You can go on, was it Rock Slide, right? Now, the Rock Slide forum, they got like a 70 something page post about no gas ARs, right? And what it is basically they would take a side charging upper, and a lot of times it was a Bear Creek because they were pretty affordable and they worked. They would take a side charging AR upper, and they would just run either a custom barrel that didn't have a gas port, or they would just like JB Weld over the gas port, or turn the gas block backwards. But they would just run it as a straight pull, bolt action type deal. And a lot of people liked it because you could get a super lightweight build with using carbon fiber handguards and whatnot, or a super lightweight lowers and stuff. You get a really lightweight deal made for like nothing compared to like what you do with like a traditional boat gun. It could still work. It was a little janky, but a lot of people liked it for the ultralight community. It was like a thing for a while. But then also a lot of people were doing it for suppressed guns. The Solo 300 is one right now. I think there's another one where it's, I'm not saying what it is, but what it looks like is literally just they took a side charging AR upper, cut the bolt carrier group in half, and added a longer straight pull type bolt. And people using that for a bunch of interesting, mainly suppressed little builds. But as I said, a lot of those builds are based off of a Bear Creek side charging upper. And from what I'm reading, a lot of forums, a lot of people are actually emailing Bear Creek about this. Like, hey man, if y'all do XYZ, y'all could just have a bolt gun made and we would buy it up. And I guess Bear Creek finally listened and they got this deal. Now I'll be showing pictures while I talk from this point on. But all this really is it looks like one of their standard um, side charging uppers that they've just did a little extra milling to. The bolt itself looks like a standard AR bolt with less milling, and they cut it in half. There's a spring in the bolt carrier group that helps. I'm not really sure 100% what it's supposed to do, but there's a spring behind the bolt head that kind of, if you do like this, hold up, you probably see that a little bit. Many of you pulls it back, but also got to push it in. So I think it helps with extraction, and I think it helps lock the lugs in. But yeah, they did it. People wanted it, and they did it. Now the cool thing about this is it uses no real proprietary parts except the bolt. Okay, everything else on here is just AR parts, AR barrel, AR, well, bolt heads, everything. I've already seen people. They're taking these, they're swapping out the bolt head to whatever they want. I've seen a really cool 338 ARC build. There's already guys switching over to like 224 Valkyrie. I've only ever seen two other channels doing anything on this, but so far, the people who are using it for kind of what I consider the purpose, they're liking them. Now, I bought it because I thought it would be cool to switch around the parts and whatnot, and I could have this as like a switch barrel type deal. I thought that would be really cool because I love playing with different calibers, and I've always just kind of wanted a bolt action AR because reasons. I was actually going to try and jerry rig one of those no gas builds After I saw one guy, I think it was Rocket Vapor on Accurate Shooter. He actually shoots F class with a no gas AR using a Bear Creek upper, and I kind of want to build one for cast bullets, but then they came out with these. So I bought this one right at, what was it, $300 something shipped, and this is a 16-inch 5.56 1 7 twist NATO barrel. The barrel actually, I was hoping for like a kind of a bull barrel type deal, like I've got on some other Bear Creek stuff, but it's more of a standard M4 profile, maybe a little heavier. Got it topped off with CV Life 4 to 16 Eagle Feather. I just did like an unboxing of that. I'm liking it so far, and yeah. So I will say this is definitely not, guys, I paid $300 for this upper, right? This is not going to be a super precision thing, okay? I've already showed pictures and everybody's like, oh man, that's not going to be good as a Unita. Well, for $300, I would guess so. I mean, seriously. Seriously, man. It's not. Sorry. It's probably going to. I'm thinking it's going to shoot pretty decent, especially if I put a bare barrel on there. But it's not going to be as slick. It's not going to be as smooth. It's probably going to be a little janky, but it is what it is. Okay. This isn't made for high speed operators. This isn't made for hunter. Like super, up there big game hunters. This is made for goobers like me who think it's cool and want to have some fun, or just that's what it's made for. Okay. So before you get in this, you know, going, oh man, well my Knight's Ornament or my Unita or my Land Tack. Well, yeah, duh. So yeah. Anyway, that's kind of lowdown. Also, I have it on my Anderson lower, a little Poverty Pony lower here with it's got a it's a trigger, not a trigger kit, a spring trigger kit in here. So it's breaking out about 2.5, 3 pounds. Really nice little trigger. I got a AccuEdge in here, so there's no slop in here. It's really stiff. My looped NBA 3 stock. You guys know the deal with this little upper. It's been on everything. Shoots great. I love it. So, okay, sorry, I had a little brain fart. But yeah, anyway, with all that being said, we're just gonna do the first shots of it. I have cleaned it. I did do an initial cleaning, and you know what? We're gonna start right here, and we're gonna look at the bore scope, or when I cleaned it, when I first got it. We looked through the bore, and then when I cleaned it through the bore, and then after that, I'm just gonna go ahead and cut right now. We're gonna go look at the bore cam footage. Yeah, here. Look at that. Slide on here. It's like $8 barrels. Look at here. Yep. We'll slow this on. They use a button rifle, so again, these are not super high quality rifles, so keep going. Where's the second one? Going through. Not any crazy kits or anything. I got one nick. That's not like that one. Keep going through here. I'll say it's average. Look at lead. Oop. Get her in here. Didn't dry up as much of that solvent as I wanted, but definitely shined up that bore a decent little bit. Yeah, shine a little bit. I don't know if it's copper or what. It's copper. As long as it's blue, I'm not sure why we copper in the bore. So, so you see it right there. You see it right there on side. That could be wrong right there. But I'm just around stand too. Maybe shine a little bit more. Maybe go over the I guess and it's not so just yeah. All right, now we got that out the way. Not the best barrel, but these are going to be the first shots out of it. And we're just going to see what she does. All right, sorry, I said that wrong. Sorry. Anyway, but yeah, we're just going to be doing the first couple shots through here. I haven't shot at any at all. I got some factory ammo, so I can get some measurements, get some Fireform cases, and yeah. So everything I got here for ammo wise, I should be posting a picture of it. It's not anything super crazy. It's just some PMC and some Horty, just what I can find in town. And I gotta say, as a reloader, somebody who barely buys ammo anymore, I kind of forgot how expensive this crap was. I paid close to about $58, $60 for 60 rounds total of 3 different types. So, yeah, so I got some PMC M85 62 grain green tip. I got some PMC X-Tac. Both these PMCs are X-Tac. That's a 55 grain full metal jacket boat tail. And then I got some Hornady Frontier 55 grain hollow point match. So should have a decent little gambit here from what people should shoot. I'm not expecting the best results. I hand load, and my base hand loads tend to do better than most factory ammo. But yeah, gonna give her first round, see how she functions, see how she feels, and yeah. So anyway, I got a target set up down here at 50 yards. I gotta wait for the horse to move. There's a new horse in the pasture, and she loves staying right there in front of my target. But we're gonna make sure we're kind of zeroed on paper right there. We're going to be feeding out of a mag. This is my 5-round AR Stoner mag. You see it's beat up to death, but it's one of my favorite mags. I do have my magneto speed chronograph attached because, well, I figured out it kind of helps me if I'm shooting factory ammo. If my velocities are over the place, the ammo's probably crap. I tend to do that, so, yeah. Anyway, let me see if I can get the horse out the way and see if we can get some shooting done. Alright guys, first up we're going to do, just try to make sure we're bore sighted. We're going to be using that X-Tac M855, M855, however you pronounce that. I'm going to be using the rounds that are a little dinged up because I was just kind of messing with the gun earlier just to, you know, get a feel for it before I got on here and look like a complete idiot. So we're going to be using kind of the dinged up rounds to test our 50-yard bore sight. And yeah, so I will say right off the bat, my problem is with this gun right now, I'm a short guy with short arms. I'm 5'1", and my arms, I shoot like a 25 and a half, 26-inch draw bow. So I'm of a youth size, and my arms are, as you see, I got my stock in pretty good, but it's a little hard for me to manipulate the bolt, especially with the oomph I need, just because it's kind of long. You know, it's kind of up here. So I'm thinking about, maybe cutting this bolt, making like a more swoop back deal. But Bear Creek, if you're watching this, please make like an extended or like a swoop back bolt for us short people. But I'm gonna go ahead and rack one back. This is a little different from a regular bolt action. You don't have to get used to it, but you do have to kind of, as one guy said, you got to put a little man on it to get it in. So you can't ease it. And also what I noticed is if you push the bolt forward, it's going to drag up here. But if you pull it down, it's going to drag down here. So it's going to take more force. Just want a kind of a nice, clean forward movement like that. So we should have one in the chamber. Got a pretty well good natural point of aim. Alright, gonna fire one off. Alright, first shot. Let's see if it blows up. Alright, so the muzzle brake works. That was as loud as I'll get out. So I didn't get a velocity there, but we are on paper. Now, one deal a lot of people are asking me about is, since this technically doesn't have primary extraction like a regular bolt gun, a lot of people are wondering how hard it will be to eject. So this is the first one, and let's see. No. Okay, so it raises good. Oh, that was easy. Slung it over there, and yeah, okay, cool. So elevation's good. Just got to come over. All right, sweet. Should be pretty close to our little sticky down there. Rack another one in. And pretty good. Let's see if we can actually get one on the chronograph. All right, shot number 2. All right, about dead center. All right, got a little. Oh, she don't want to come up, does she? Oh yeah. And that one. Oh no, it's good. It's good. I was just trying to force it more. I'm so used to a regular bolt throw that comes up more. This is a very short bolt throw. It's that. Came out a little janky. This is definitely not going to be the same as somebody's precision, whatever. But yeah. and put another one in there. Alright. Still no velocity, so I might just take that magneto off. But, it's grouping them. Alright. Not terrible. How many more do I have left? I should have one more. I'm just going to go ahead and sling that one down. Shouldn't hurt none. I say that and that one went way down. Oh, well, actually, you got a velocity, 2871. Okay. So, just off the bat, it's not, shooting from the bench is not terrible. I don't have any, like, really super nice bolt guns to really compare it to. I think, like, my nicest bolt gun is my Mossberg Patriot Predator, which I think is pretty nice, but I don't have anything like any, like, high-end actions, so I can't. Yeah, for, what it is, it's not bad. You know, I don't really have a problem with it, but, yeah, so it's grouping pretty decent. I'm going to get the load testing target real quick, and so we can go ahead and just test all 3 ammos, and we'll go down to 100. Well, alright guys, so we're pretty zeroed at 50, so hopefully that should get us pretty close at 100. So, got loaded back up. We're going to do 5 rounds apiece. We're going to be going from left to right. And right now I got 5 rounds of that M855 loaded up. Put my shades back on. Got a pretty nice, good natural point aim. I'm going to take my time. Take my shots. Try and make some good groups. I did switch out from my walkers to my buds because, well, I feel like I shoot a little better with these. At least on this gun, because I'm not, you know, torquing my head as much. So, yeah, just try and get back on target here, and we'll start shooting. I'll just try and go through these and try not to do too much yapping. 5 rounds of PMC M855, 100 yards. Let's go. Adjust my foot pad here a little bit. It's not feeling as solid. That's better. Alright, that's it. Got kind of a nasty group down there. I don't think I've ever really heard of M85 being good for accuracy though. So, also our magneto is just not working. It's not picking anything up, and I'm just gonna go ahead and take it off real quick, and then we're just gonna continue shooting. So, yeah. Alright guys, next up, 5 rounds of that same, this is X-Tac PMC X-Tac, 55 grain full metal jacket boat tail. I'm going to be going for the middle target. Alright, another nasty group. It does not like this PMC. But I've, again, never known PMC to be, well, good shooting in anything. So last up, 5 rounds of this Hornady Frontier. I'm having a little higher hopes for this, but I'm thinking it's going to be hand loads. I don't know. So we're going to do that very last one over here on the right. And this is going to be with this Hornady Frontier 55 grain hollow point match. See if this one shoots good. Alright, so it's shooting the Hornady better. Yeah, it's shooting the Hornady a lot better. Actually, I'm kind of curious now, and shooting that Hornady a lot better. I kind of want to give it one of those shots that's really far off, so I want to give it one more shot just to see where it groups and what it does. So, one more shot. Same aim in place. See where it groups. Oh! Okay, well, it's trying to. I want to do one more. One more. Probably shooting myself in the foot here. But yeah, it looks like the Hornady 55 grain boat tail is what it's liking right now. And this might just be it needs to break in a little more. A lot of these cheaper barrels really do need a better break in than a real pristine one. Or, I don't know, just never really had a ton of luck with cheap factory ammo when it comes to grouping. But okay. Well, looks like the winner for factory ammo is going to be the Hornady 55 grain. Huh. So, Ralph, all in all, it's not the most terrible shooting thing in the world. It's definitely different, but I think a lot of that's going to change is I just shoot it more. I'm definitely thinking it's going to be able to do decently well with hand loads. So yeah. Well, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. This is just a factory ammo test. I've really wanted a rifle like this for a while, and it's been delivered. So, again, this is just some of the cheapest crap I could find around. So I wasn't having super high hopes anyway. I got a feeling if I put some nicer stuff in here, it would shoot better. But now that I have this Fireform brass, I'll be able to bump all my shoulders back properly. Probably get a lot better results with some hand loads. So, hope you guys enjoyed the video. And, actually, I'm going to clean this barrel out real quick, and then we're going to do a bore scope just to see what the barrel looks like, because there was some stuff in here that was worrying me a little bit. So let's see what the barrel looks like now, and then we'll call it a good, a good day, or what have you. All right. Back with the little BCA bolt action. Shot those rounds out of it, found out that it liked Hornady the best. And we're going to start actually loading for it here in a second. I'm actually about to start picking out some brass and annealing it. But before that, we gave her a good cleaning. And gonna give her a look through here. Now this thing was still pretty packed full of carbon. I literally drenched this thing in hops number 9 synthetic. Then I OSO'd it. Then I've been in a lot. So let's see what it looks like. We're gonna start through the muzzle here. There's gonna be some gunk around the crown here. Still pretty wet, but let's see if I can get her in here. Wow, okay, yeah, this really shined up. So I really want to see. Now the deal is, I don't know if that's copper or whatever that stuff was from last go around, but it's definitely shined it back out. See if we can find that nick from our first one. You know, those little bumps or whatever. See if we can see them. I'm not seeing anything yet. Maybe we shot them up. There it is. There it is. Sorry, I got a message, but yep, there's one of them. And it's still there. It definitely looks like it got ironed out a little bit. I don't like that. Let me see how far it sticks out. Can we see that? Yeah. Well, it's there.
And that's another one right there. I'm just rotating the camera around. Alright, let's go down a little deeper here. See what we can see. There's a gas port. Wow, we really shined it up. I'll say this is probably one of the best cleanings I ever did. So other than that nick, oh, there was also this right here. Let me turn the brightness down a little bit. That's better. Eh, that's still there. But we got that copper out, so I wonder if it shoots better now. Look at our lead. Let me turn the brightness back up. About the same, so really the only thing that really concerns me is that nick. Wherever it was. There it is. It's two of them. It's that one right there. I think we rotate. The other one's right across from it. So I'm not sure what that's from. But yeah, I think I might come back in here a little more and try and get this copper out toward the muzzle here. This is right there at the muzzle. And yeah. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. And probably gonna do some more shooting with it tomorrow if I got time. Do some load testing, just see what happens. So alright, I'll take it easy.